Hey everybody, I'm Philip, and today we are going to watch a video called 11 Great Animalistic Monsters Who Made Mediocre Movies Awesome. That's a mouthful. Now, there are chances that I have not seen all 11 of the movies listed, at which point I will skip ahead because I don't like spoilers, but we will see what we can react to as far as what they think are mediocre movies that were saved by the animalistic monsters that they had in them. So without further ado, let's get into it.
"11 Great Animalistic Monsters Who Made Mediocre Movies Awesome." Ever since filmmakers mastered special effects, monster features became a popular genre with audiences.
Are they just showing clips of random movies? Are they actually putting Slither and The Descent on here? Okay.
In some cases, even the absence of a concrete plot, the monster drives the movie. People can overlook the flaws as they are left awestruck by the features of the monster creature. These dreaded animalistic creatures helped in enhancing some mediocre movies and make for an entertaining watch. This video is all about these scary monsters and how their remarkable presence and antics help the movies flourish despite their shortcomings. Morwen. Outlander. Kynan is a
I have never heard of that one, so let's skip ahead.
The Cave Monster. The Cave. A team of cave divers was exploring some Romanian cave ruins. Their escape routes were cut off, and they got stuck in the ruins. The only problem is that they're not alone. There are some bloodthirsty, monstrous creatures that live down below, and the divers have to survive with nowhere to run. The best of creature effects depended on the craftsmanship of the artists and special effects teams. Patrick Tatopoulos is one name that inspires faith in this genre. The man has delivered time and again with some exciting creatures. The script only said that the creatures have to be scary with bat-like abilities to fly around in the darkness of the cave. The designers put on their thinking caps and put together a horrifying creature with 3 horns and sensory whiskers on the back. The mighty jaws on the gigantic head look fairly intimidating. Not only did the creature look terrifying,
The narration of this is very weird. Are all their videos like this? It's just very strange. I feel like I'm in class in school and the teacher's going on and I am zoning out. But maybe I'm just being a jerk. Maybe it's just me overthinking it. The Cave, it's okay. It's not one of my favorite movies, but it was okay. Yeah.
Turned out to be an enjoyable film, courtesy of the remarkable work on the creatures.
The creatures did look good in the cave, but again, I wouldn't say that they were a saving grace of the movie.
Pred Alien. Alien vs. Predator Requiem. The sheriff and a handful of residents must team up to get the better of these creatures.
That line sounds so strange. A sheriff and a handful of residents must team up. That would never happen. The FBI, whatever, would be there, and they're not going to be like, hey, we need some more people. Hey, random residents, want to come help us fight this alien creature thing? No.
That you.
Kothoga. The Relic. The deadly creature, Kothoga, roams around the Chicago Field Museum. They race against time as the gala opening of the museum is coming close, and the creature must be eliminated before then. Kothoga is...
What a strange plot. Like, the gala opening is coming. We need to get rid of this weird creature. Oh no. Wouldn't you... That sounds weird. It's weird. I've seen The Relic. It's been a long time, though. A long, long time. It's one of those movies, like, I didn't think The Relic was mediocre, necessarily. But I also didn't think that the monster made it better, either. So, yeah.
Literally the worst of your nightmarish creatures served to you on screen. Everything about the creature, from the reptilian slit green eyes, the humped back, this creature is quite a handful and almost seems invincible. Kothoga is nocturnal by nature.
Now you can make this peaceful, or you can make it hard.
Grant Monster. Slither.
Y'all can put Slither on the list. Seriously. A fantastic horror comedy. It's got Nathan Fillion in it. You're going to put Captain Mal in a mediocre movies list on a movie that's not mediocre. Slither is a great movie. It's a fun movie. No, I disagree with this one 100%.
After
Absolutely
a
not.
flaming meteorite crashes in the dark woods of a
You've got a flaming meteorite right now mad at you.
small town, an alien plague seems to be taking over. The first victim is a businessman named Grant. When he gets infected by the alien parasite, he dies. But the resulting entity that made him live also preserved some of his characteristics. He still loves his wife, although the transformations make him a monster. The appearance is somewhat like a giant, bloodthirsty, meat-eating squid with dreadful tentacles. The way his slimy physique sucks in innocent people into his stomach is comical at times. Despite the limited resources, the makers did a great job with the special effects. The scene where Grant slithers across the field, James Gunn is a veteran of Troma Studios and is no stranger to creature features. He ensures that the absence of a proper storyline hardly bothers the viewer as they sink deeper into this fun-filled B-movie with the antics of the Grant Monster.
Fun-filled B-movie. There is a story here. It's every single alien invasion type story follows this formula. Thing invades. Thing takes over somehow or starts to. People fight back. And hopefully they win. The end. I'm not happy about this one at all. No. Absolutely not.
The humanoid crawlers.
Y'all gonna make me work overtime on keeping my channel clean. Because you all put The Descent on the list. The Descent is not a mediocre movie. It is not a mediocre movie. This list is great story, great characters. The way they told it was awesome. Fantastic ending. You're invested. The creature design is good. Well, it's great. It's fantastic. It's really well done. But it adds to an already great story. The story in The Descent is so good that enough story left over for part 2. And part 2 isn't the greatest thing ever. But the characters and whatnot, they were enough to breathe some life into part 2. The Descent is... I don't know what to say to you, marvelous videos. This video is not very marvelous. Your YouTube channel is a lie, and this entry is also a lie. This is a fabrication. The Descent is not a mediocre movie. It is not. The
Descent. A cave expedition goes terribly wrong when the explorers get stuck in a cave network due to a rock fall. These creatures are trying to hunt them down. The director, Neil Marshall, described these creatures in the simplest of terms. He called them cavemen who never left their caves, but they do have the instincts to hunt together in a pack to get their prey. They're fast and can scale the walls of the caves with great speed, making them effective hunters. The production team still managed a decent job, and people enjoyed all the action.
Still managed a decent job.
Psychomatic offspring. I've
not seen this one.
Killer Bigfoot. Abominable. A man was widowed and handicapped.
You're going to put Slither, The Descent, and to a lesser degree The Brood, which I haven't seen, but I know enough about it that it's a cult favorite, on the same list as fucking Abominable. I'm not a violent person. I'm not. But I want to punch your channel in the face right now.
Monster.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. 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 We watched Monster for, I believe, 31 Days of Horror one year. It's on the Film Channel. I am not a fan of creature movies in general. In the subgenre of horror, it's probably my least favorite. I liked Monster a lot. And I think they were just picking 11 great animalistic monsters who made mediocre movies awesome. They just picked 11 movies. No way. No way. No way. No. No.
The Monster. A late-night road trip turns into a nightmare for a mother-daughter duo. As they drive through the deserted roads on a stormy night, they have a collision that damages their car.
And then the movie builds on what's going on and the relationship and survival, and it does a good job. And it does not deserve to be on this list.
Stuck in the middle of nowhere, things get worse when they realize that a terrifying evil monster is lurking in the woods.
Which they do a really good job of unveiling. They do. Like, I don't like these kind of movies usually. And for me to like them, you have to be doing something right, in my opinion, obviously. But man, yeah, unlike this video, which...
If you appreciate practical effects instead of CGI, chances are that you will love the creature effects in this movie. The atmospheric lighting and smart camera movements make things intriguing. The best thing about the monster here is that you can perceive it to be the psychological monster of the mother, who is an addict and vulnerable.
The character development, as said, the relationships, as said, there's a lot of stuff going on in this movie that works.
For much of the movie, the monster is not revealed, and this adds to the suspense. The scenes with the brutal attacks of the monster are pretty vicious and not for the faint-hearted. It looks intimidating.
You're saying everything that I'm saying. You know this is not a bad movie. Marvelous videos.
Mermaid. She creature.
I have not seen that.
Character after you watch this.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, so that is all I've seen from this list of this absolutely... Let's scroll through some, let's go through some of the comments. Got a few minutes. My childhood stammers here. Now, when I get anxious or distressed or something bothers me, I stutter. Let's see what people say in the comments. The Descent was not a mediocre movie. Thank you, Diabolus Spiritus. For the record, Slither, The Descent, and The Brood are not mediocre. They're all tied to good directors, James Gunn, Neil Marshall, and David Cronenberg. The Descent and Monster are not mediocre films. Slither should not be on this list. Agreed. Do not forget about The Monster and Brother. Do not even add Brotherhood of the Wolf onto this. I will reach in and stiff you, Robin, stiff. I didn't mean that in a sexual way. I mean like, pow, right in the kisser. But again, I'm not a violent person. Slither and The Brood aren't exactly mediocre. Neither The Descent or The Monster. Mr. White Trash, awesome name by the way, knows what they're talking about. Yeah, this is no. That's all I can really say about this now. It makes me curious to see if any of their other videos have these kind of topics and are completely wrong. Not sure what else to say about that. So I'm gonna go wash my brain out with some bleach and try and forget everything I just saw. Although I'm really curious, I said, if their other videos are any of them actually marvelous? Because that was not. It just feels like they just drew 11 movies out of a hat. And that's what they decided to do. Like, have you ever watched The Descent? Because it sounds like you're reading from an overly verbose script with just... I might check out some of their other videos in the future just to see if this is a one-off or if maybe they have no idea what they're talking about. Because so far, they're 1 for 1 in that regard. So yeah, I'm going to go try and not be irritated, and we're going to wrap this one up. As always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I will simply say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, which hopefully will not be this just irritating. Until then, goodbye.